If you try to do this challenge, I'm legally obligated to tell you that you're crazy. And the reason for that is because this challenge involves me not using the sack. Now, if I do pick up something by accident, I'll obviously just put it back down. But not only that, because that is just too easy. When it hits day 50, or about halfway through this challenge, because we're gonna go full 99 nights, I can't even use my axe. So let's see if I can actually do this. I'm gonna make sure we have all of our saplings planted near the base. That way we can have a bunch of wood pretty quickly instead of having to bring it every single time by dragging it. And there's also another skill that I'm gonna try to get good at, which is throwing things. I'm pretty decent at throwing stuff now, but this challenge will help me a lot in doing that. So the goal is you gotta zoom out as far as possible and use the right aim and power. And there we go. Okay, I just hit the fire first try or second try. What? Did you see that? I hit the fire, but it didn't even count. Try this one. I went to the side. Last one. Way off. Okay. But this is going to be an insanely hard challenge. And the main thing is getting scrap, which is going to be ridiculously hard. Wood is pretty easy to get. It's all around your base and you can plant saplings near where you live. But getting scrap, especially the big scraps, which are usually at the edge of the map, that's going to take quite a while for us to reach, which is why it's a good thing that I'm playing the alien class right now. Because when your alien meter is at max, you actually run a bit faster. So we're going to be using that to our advantage and use it to loot. We can also get the map real quick. And then this last tree should be what brings us up to the level 3 fire. All right, there we go. We got fire level 3. Going to put everything else in the crafting bench. And now let's go get the first kid. But another thing that's going to be hard about this challenge is getting food. Because I might be able to get all the steak and meat from the wolves right here, which is usually what I do. Because I have no sack, or at least I can't use it, I'm kind of stuck with the food that's around my base until we can get some farm plots. All right, there we go. We got the first key. Probably won't be able to bring back the first kid until it turns daytime. But for this is the only exception where I have to use the sack, because when you click on him, he just goes in your sack anyway. Now we got the good sack, which, I mean, I'm going to take that. Why not? But can't use it. Now, because I have the kid in my sack, I'm going to act like I have something dragged with my mouse, so I'm not going to drag anything either. But with this, first kid is officially safe. So now I'm going to get the good axe pretty quick. Just got to get one bunny foot. There we go. And with this will allow us to get wood a lot faster. And because I don't want to run out of wood, I do need to get a lot of it before day 50. I'm also going to need to get a lot of saplings. That way we can get wood faster and faster. I'm also going to take this broken fan. I'm going to try to throw it back to our base, or at least near our base. Almost hit the map, but with this broken fan we can get the level 2 crafting bench. And what I want to do with this is just get farm plots as fast as possible. We need a food source ASAP, and because I don't have a food source right now, I'm already running pretty low on food and I'm trying not to die. So I can pick up all the carrots that we have around here. And there is a strategy that I learned. If you hit the bunny, it'll run the opposite way of wherever you hit him, and if you keep chasing him, he'll always adjust every few seconds or so and run the opposite direction from you. But now he's just stuck, so gonna get the meat right there. But you can use that to get the bunny towards your base. Let's say you're just starting out, all you have is an old axe. You can hit the bunny with the old axe towards your campfire and get some more meat, or at least to get more meat by getting meat faster. I also got a piece of coal right here. Gonna try to throw that in the campfire. Now what I want to do is, I remember there was another broken fan back this way. All right, get the regular bed, put it right here. So now we're just gonna be growing our saplings, or at least our clump of trees right here, and then getting more wood, because right now we got to get everything situated with our farm plots. But also the old bed is 20 wood. That is not cheap at all. But then in terms of getting a lot of scrap for the next few beds, I do want to actually get them in the winter area, because although it may be a little bit harder to use earmuffs and go out in the cold, I do think it'll be worth it, because there's a lot more scrap nearer to my base, or at least higher tier scrap. We can get our first farm plot, so let's do that. Now someone, or at least a few people, have been telling me in the comments that you can actually place 4 farm plots on top of each other, kind of like an asterisk, but I don't know if that's true. I guess we could figure that out in this video, and if that is true, hey, that'd be pretty useful. But what's also going to be hard is getting our fire up, because although you can normally loot and go get fuel canisters, oil barrels, and things like that, I'm not sure I want to do that with this run. So I'm just going to have to use the biofuel processor and maybe just get a bunch of trees in order to level up our fire. All right, we do have 22 more wood, so now I'm going to test this out. Can you actually place more than 2 on top of of each other. I know you could place 2 like this in a plus sign, but even then that's a little bit hard to do. So can you place it like an asterisk? Hold up. I think I just saw it for a second. No way. No way. That, I don't believe that. That is actually pretty cool. Now I'm wondering, how in the world can I do the 4th one? All right, this should be enough to get our next farm plot. And so now I'm curious, is it actually gonna work? Because with that, you could save a ton of space with your farm plots, which I mean isn't too necessary, but does look very cool. So I think I placed it this way. So now I want to place it this way. If that is even oh, dude, it's possible. Dude, what is that amalgamation? I cannot wait to see that grow. Maybe you could place even more. I have no idea, but that would be really cool. But with that, we definitely have enough farm plots. Probably not enough wood yet though, so we're gonna go get some more saplings. We do have aliens coming in too. That might be pretty helpful because of the UFO scrap. Or actually, I'm not sure. I think it's a rocket. There is one of them that's worth 8 scrap, I believe, which would be pretty worth it to go get. All right, we got about 29 wood now. Because we definitely have enough for food, I'm gonna get the crafting bench 3. So now we're gonna have to go get scrap. But in order to do that, I do want to get earmuffs. So we're gonna have to get 2 bunny feet in order for us to go loot out in the cold. All right, there's one, but I don't just want to get the earmuffs. I also do want to get the fire level 4. That way we'll be able to actually get a decent amount of loot. So I might have to go around searching for coal, which usually isn't too far from the base because we already got one right here. And then I got to keep finding more, which are usually next to the gravestones. We also did find a microwave that is good for scrap. Gonna bring this back to the base. I'm definitely thinking though, we're just gonna have to get the biofuel processor, which I actually might do now because that might be faster than me just getting a bunch of coal, at least in the long run, because the sooner we have the biofuel processor, the better. Also got a fuel canister. I think I'm gonna bring this back to the base. All right, you know what? Maybe we don't have to get the biofuel processor just yet because with the 2 cultists and that fuel canister, we're almost there. So let me just try to find maybe another fuel canister and we'll be good. Then I just need one more bunny foot, and I'm not thinking that the winter biome should be too hard. If I try to get a lot of stuff, I could see why it would be hard, but if I'm just getting one thing, I'm probably good. There we go. Just got one. Haven't had the deer spawn on me yet, which is a little interesting. All right, our farms have grown in. Our fire is level 4, and this is just beautiful, man. So much food right here. I could just eat all of it, and then I could set the rest off to the side just in case, and it's all in one spot. So that's really nice. All right, got a decent pile of food. The food problem seems to be solved so far. Got a bunch of wood to chop down later, but I do want to get the last bunny foot first. There we go, just as I said it. So this might be a little bit slow, but we're gonna have to drag both of them all the way over there. And with these 2, got the earmuffs. So now I'm gonna get my coal meter up first, but we can go get decent scrap. Should be microwaves, maybe even engines, but I'm not sure if we'll find that. Will be nice though. Got a broken radio and a broken fan. Fuel canister, that's nice. We can't go out too far yet. Nothing too crazy neither. Got another fuel canister, 2 fuel canisters, 3 fuel canisters. Man, okay, there's nothing too good here yet. So I'm just gonna loot the houses for now. Snowballs will be good. That helps slow down things. Another fuel canister. Okay, we have a ton of fuel out here, but I don't want to drag it all back to the base. That would take an insanely long amount of time. Got a bandage, that's always good. Another fuel canister, appreciate you. See what we get this chest. Open for a level 7 thorn armor, even though that doesn't exist. Ice axe, not bad. About the same as a good axe, but I can break ice faster. Did get a microwave though, so we're gonna bring this back to the base. I also did see another microwave, so I'm gonna do a trip there and back. Then we'll see what we can spend this on, because I don't know if I want to spend it on a crock pot, although that would help me a little bit. Because we have 4 farm plots, we're probably fine. But even then, I would just spend more wood to get more farm plots rather than getting the crock pot. Something like the boost pad would be really good. Or maybe the biofuel processor. That might be even more valuable. There we go. Deer finally spawned on me. I was waiting for you, man. Now, the good thing about the deer during the early days, he's not too fast off the bat. As far as I've seen, he actually gets faster the later into the run you are, or at least he starts out faster. And then, of course, the longer he chases you, the faster he gets. So we have 15 scrap. We're gonna have to use that to get crafted bench 3. We also did get a pumpkin. That's really good. Set these off to the side. And now I'm gonna get all this wood, replant the saplings, and then when we get our biofuel processor, we'll have quite a bit of biofuel. I'm also gonna get another farm plot just in case. So let's see. Can I place not a 6th one, but a 5th one? You can just place these things on top of each other as much as you want. That is amazing. So let's see. For biofuel processor, I need a little bit more wood, but we have that, and I need 7 more scrap. So that's a broken fan plus a tire or a microwave. Got a broken fan right there. So we'll bring this back. And then for the microwave, I don't know if I want to go out into the winter biome just yet. So I think we'll just go to the outskirts of what we already have on the regular biome. Also, I don't know if you guys could tell, probably can, but I am a little sick. I was terribly sick just yesterday. A lot of you have been commenting for me to get sleep. I did need sleep. And I think because I wasn't sleeping much and I overexerted myself in many ways, I got pretty sick pretty fast, but I've recovered. We're back to work and I'm gonna try to get more sleep and treat my body better because that is very important. There we go. We got some armor. It's always useful. Still looking for that microwave though. I think I see one and no, I think that's a sign. Got a piece of cake. Not bad. There we go. That is what I wanted. That UFO scrap. This should give me 8 scrap right here. Now I'm wondering if it's worth, I don't think it's worth it to go to the mothership. There we go. Now I gotta put the wood in here. All right, we got enough. Biofuel processor. Put that right here. And now let's put all of our wood into it. I'm wondering, can I just chuck it? Okay, I can chuck it towards it. Don't know if it lands in there though. Can't chuck it too far. So I think I'm just gonna chuck the wood near it just to make sure that we're not missing. All right, all the wood is there. Now let's plant these. Want to plant them as close as possible just so that's easier to get the wood later. All right, now we're up to 46%. Got a bunch of food right here as well. An insane amount of food. I'm seriously wondering how many of these you could place. But I did forget. Now that we have the level 4 fire, we can go get the second kid. So we're gonna go do that immediately because we do want this day counter to go up. But I do have to be careful not to hit day 50 too fast, or at least to be prepared for it. Because when I have no more axe, or at least I can't use it, it's gonna be a lot harder to win this challenge. Because if I don't have any wood, I mean, I don't think it'll be too hard, but I do not want to find out. All right, got the second kid. Again, we gotta put her in the sack. Now this is good. Usually seed boxes aren't that great, but with the chili seeds, what we can do with this is that if I'm carrying something back home, I can eat a chili seed and help us get back a lot faster. So I'm also gonna collect all these flowers. That way we might be able to buy more chili seeds from her, which we can. So I think I'm gonna go try to find as many flowers as possible, or at least just do it while we're looting. But now we have the second kid home safe. That'll raise our multiplier. And now I'm gonna go get some more wood. That way we can get our fire higher. All right, 2 good things happened this day. We got our trees grown in, but also the chili seeds have planted themselves. So we'll be able to use that for whenever we need to get home fast, which is pretty much every time. Has started to rain and thunder though, so I'm gonna have to watch out for the thunder clouds because right now I'm not trying to spend 8 scrap on a lightning rod. You know what? I have a genius strategy. I could use 1 log to scoop along the rest as like a forklift. I don't know what to call it. I'm just pushing them along, and that way it'll get it all there faster than throwing them one by one. This is actually pretty good. Got a genius strategy right here. All right, now let's put them in. This might be enough to get me the next fire. All right, not there quite yet, but we are at 84%. We also got some food coming in. Throw the rest off to the side. But now let's go get more saplings. Okay, this is interesting. Now that we have a raid going, this will actually help me get up my fire faster. Maybe not faster, but it will be a good use of the raid. And with that, we're at 96%. All right, more wood is grown in. Let's get this real quick, and that will bring us to fire level 5. And with that, I do want to go get the third kid as fast as possible. There we go. That way we can get our multiplier up even faster. We're just now at day 25, halfway to running out of all axe usage, which is actually a little bit alarming because I don't think I have enough wood for everything that I need. I do have an oil barrel right here. That is very useful. So let's get the third kid. We'll bring back the third kid first, and then the oil barrel as well. But there might also be something in the chest where the kid is. I'm really hoping it's a strong axe. That's what I need right now, because that way we'll be able to get saplings a lot faster. Okay, defense blueprint's not bad. That'll help with raids. Let's get the third kid though. Okay, squid kid is safe. Now let's go get the oil barrel. Do have another chest back here though. Maybe the strong axe. That's what I really need right now. And not the deer. Deer, would you like some oil in trade for my life? I will give you this oil barrel, which is probably worth, I have no idea how much, $100 in exchange for my life. Sir, I would really appreciate my life. I value it quite dearly, probably the most dearly to be honest, and I'd really appreciate if you stop Olympic sprinting towards me and getting faster and faster. That's not how speed works. You should be actually getting slower. What the what? No, where's my oil barrel? No, dude, that is a fat joke. That is an absolute fat joke. Okay, there it is. Dude, I was about to say, there is no way he took the oil barrel and didn't give me my life in return for it. That would be a complete scam. There we go, though. We're at 40%. Now, we do have a lot of food left over. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this food in the biofuel processor as well. I'm wondering if you use the pumpkin, if it'll do anything. Okay, I guess it does. And it actually gives you more as well, so we're gonna use those. Now, we are getting close to fire level 6. We're gonna be at just just under 70%. But the thing is, we're also on day 30, which means we're close to not being able to use our axe anymore. So we do need to store up a lot of wood. I believe I could also get the good bed pretty soon, but I think we're gonna save that till after day 50. Not 100% sure though. We'll see how much wood we get. All right, this should be enough. Just need one or two more. Should be last one. There we go. Our fire is completed. We won't have to use wood on that anymore. And now we can use our wood on pretty much everything else. So now what I want to go do is go out into the winter biome where we could probably find some engines pretty quick, probably washing machines as well. And we can also go get the fourth kit. Now that's going to be pretty hard because I only have a ray gun and a revolver, but because a ray gun's infinite ammo, shouldn't be too difficult. There we go. Already found an engine and where the fourth kit is. So now I just gotta wait for it to hit daytime and we can get the fourth kid. But then again, maybe I should leave the fourth kid somewhat outside of the base. That way our timer doesn't start going up immediately. Or not our timer, but our multiplier. I'm also about to die. This is not fun. What was that? All right, gotta be a little bit more careful. That is insane. We already got a mythic chest on day 3. Got thorn armor as well. We will take that. Just found out a genius strategy for getting food. Shoot a couple wolves and just lead them back to the base. That way they bring all the food right to you. And you also get a steak too. All right, my fire is at level 4, 70%. And I have a genius idea to get it up to 100. If I just go around aggravating every wolf in sight and have a whole 15 of them following me, then we will have a ton of meat back at the base, and that will allow us to get a bunch of biofuel. Except the deer following us might be in it. Oh wait, actually it's not, because today I'm having a raid. All right, we got 4 following me right now. I think I'm gonna head back to the base with these 4 though, just because I don't want to be too greedy. We also got an alpha wolf. We're almost back to the base too. It's working perfectly. So let me start making them pretty low. No, that's not good. My sprint ran out. Take a med kit right now. I'm not trying to die. Okay, we're safe. Use our revolver. Gotta be careful with that ray gun though. Where did all the wolves go? They all disappeared, I think. That is not very good. Maybe I have to be more careful next time. Not gonna do this during a raid again. All right, we have just gotten our fire to the max level, but if you look at the day counter, we have a problem as I'm about to run out of wood, or at least using my axe, and I only have 5 wood in our crafting bench. So I'm gonna try to farm these, then we're gonna replant them as soon as possible so that they grow tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the last day that I can use my axe. Plant the saplings as soon as possible. That way they're more likely to grow, because it takes a while for them to get to that last sapling stage, and then once they have that last sapling stage, they grow as soon as it hits morning. But now I just gotta save up as much wood as possible, and the thing is, all I really seriously need to get is the good bed, which is only 10 wood. All right, we got about 30 wood, so now I'm just gonna go try to get as much as possible. We got 3 right here. That's always good. Deer is also hungry. That is not good. It looks like we're gonna have to stay in for today, which is also not good, because I do have only 1 day left to get the good bed, and I don't even know if I can get the giant bed. I do have the gems for it, and in total I need 10 wood for the good bed, plus 30, which is 40, plus 20, which is 60 wood. So maybe I can get it. Don't know though. It's gonna be close. We're gonna just leave this here for now, and then we're gonna try to go get more wood, but all the trees are very far away. Day 49. Quite literally tomorrow will be the day I can't use the axe anymore. Maybe it might be worth it to chop down a bunch of trees, like right here. We even have a wood pile, and then we could pick them up tomorrow where I'm not using my axe, but we're just picking up the wood that I've already chopped down. Also, quick tip, always chop the tree the direction you want it to fall opposite you. So I'm facing this way and it falls this way, which is the opposite side of where I was standing. All right, you know what? This is enough wood. It is going to take me forever to get all this back, so I think we're just going to chop down this amount. This should be enough. We just got to get it all back to the base, which is going to take a long time, so I'm just going to start chucking them. No idea where they're going to land, but we'll figure that out. This is probably the fastest way to do it. All right, got a decent spread. Keep throwing them though. We got our 2 diamonds, which means it is now day 50. Won't be able to chop down any of these trees, so they're just gonna be in the way here. But I'm not sure how much wood we've actually gotten so far, because we do have a bit more over here. But so far we have 55, so we definitely got 60. We got just under 70, so we can get the good bed as soon as we have enough scrap, which I'm gonna go get. And because we have the entire map unlocked, we should be able to find an engine or a washing machine or something. You have a tire right here. Gonna throw that as far as I can back to the base. Wherever that lands, that lands. All right, this is good. Got a water tower right here just on the border of each zone. Maybe I'll be able to find a washing machine. Doesn't seem like it though. There's an engine up there. Okay, perfect. That's what we're gonna bring back to the base, and we might also bring back that tire if we can find it. Also got the giant sack. There we go. Most useless item to me right now. Also got another engine right here. I'm just gonna take this one. Let's see. Can I find our tire? Don't see it. Might have passed it. All right, we're on day 59. We're almost 2/3 of the way there, but now we're gonna get the good bed, the third kid, and probably the fourth kid, which might be a little bit difficult. But I'm gonna take this broken microwave because that'll be enough for the good bed. And to be honest, I might try to get the giant bed, but that needs so much scrap. I don't know if it's worth it. For right now, we're just gonna focus on getting the kids because they don't necessarily take scrap, but ammo and the ray gun does have infinite. All right, got the good bed. So now let's go see if we can get the third kid before it turns day. I do want to be able to find the rifle before we go get the fourth kid, just because with the revolver and ray gun, it's pretty dangerous because I'm not doing too much damage to them, and it is 4 bears, which could mean that I'm gonna get destroyed pretty fast. Now there we go. Just found one in a closet. Actually, does that even count as a closet? Guess that's more of a wardrobe. It is turning nighttime as well. I do want to be careful that I don't die to the deer. And also 3 alpha wolves and 2 bears. I don't think this is necessarily the greatest combination of people to be fighting off right now. Oh, and I'm out of sprint. That is not good. That's really not good. I'm taking a bandage right now. Another bandage ready. Take that bandage immediately. There we go. Okay, we got to sprint back. Deer is also insanely fast today already. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk through this building, and he should get stuck on it. And I'll try to jump around these guys. How in the world did you fit through that window? All right, got a chili. Should be close to the base by now. Dude is running as fast as possible, but we are back to the base. Low close. Had to use a lot of bandages. I think it was only 2, but that still is a lot. All right, it's daytime. Now let's go over there. Okay. Wait, what? Thought we lost the bear, but I guess he just came back and left the key. Guess he didn't want to fight me. I mean, smart move, but that was weird. So we're gonna pick up the kid. Don't know what we can get out of this chest. Defensive blueprint, actually not bad. We also do have 43 rifle bullets, and there's 6 more on that rock, so we should be good to get the fourth kid. It just probably will take us a day or 2. All right, third kid is safe. Now let's figure out where the fourth kid is. Seems like the same direction. All right, here's where the fourth kid is. Just right by the third kid's location. So I'm gonna take them out one by one, try to be as safe as possible. Deer is hungry tonight, so we're just gonna take out this bear and then we're leaving. Gonna bring this microwave back with me though. It's already turning. Okay, that's not good. Not having a sundial or even a compass makes the game a little bit harder. All right, back to base. We are safe. Deer was chasing me for a bit. We also have a ton of food now, so we probably won't have to worry about that for the rest of this run. I'm also gonna go get one more scrap. That way we can get the boost pad. Shouldn't be too hard to find a bowl around here. There we go. Don't think I'm gonna get the giant bed. That is just so much scrap. It'll be more worth it to go get the fourth kid for right now and use our scrap on the boost pad to save time. Wait, I found the tire from earlier. It made it all the way right here. Or at least I think this is the tire. That was a really good throw. Pretty close. Gotta use our boost pad again though. We only have 4 bears left, so we should be able to get the fourth kid today. There we go. Got the key, and no matter what, we should be good to take the kid all the way back to the base. All right. Wonder what we can get out of this chest. Probably a new update, the even gianter sack, because I'm doing this video. Okay, strong flashlight, actually not bad. That will be helpful. I haven't had a flashlight this entire run, but now with the fourth kid, we'll be getting a ×8 multiplier, which will mean we'll hit 80 days, 88, 96, and then 104. So we are almost done. But now that I think about it, we do have a decent amount of days, so we should at least try to get the giant bed, because other than that, not sure what else we could do. Seems to be the only goal we should try to achieve right now. But this video has made me so appreciative of the sack, so appreciative of my axe. So now I shouldn't be tired of getting wood as long as I could put it in the sack, because having to pick up everything by hand is really not fun. Got a washing machine. We'll just try to get as many of these as possible. Might be able to get the giant bed, but it is an insanely long walk back and forth. All right, we got another tire right here. Let's see what kind of throw we can do. No idea where that's gonna end up, but maybe we'll find it later. I think it might have hit the fairy's house though. We also got an engine right here in the window. Pretty nice. We'll bring that back and then we'll see where the tire landed. All right, yeah, I do see it probably hit the fairy's house. So now that we're closer to the base, let's give it one more throw. Not bad. Probably have to give another one. But with this will be 8 + 5, which is 13.5. Don't ask me where I got the half from. And there we go. Okay, that last throw actually made it in the crafted bench. So we now have 26 scrap, which will give us a crafted bench 4. And now we need 24 more scrap, which is exactly 3 engines or 3 washing machines or a mix of the 2. Got a microwave right here. Might hide in this house for a bit because I do not want to die right now. We also have an engine in here too, so that's perfect. Well, this is weird. The deer's got his head going through this window and the alpha wolf has got his head going through this window. That is really weird. All right, it's daytime, so let's bring this back to the base. Okay, I was stuck for a second. We should be good to get the giant bed before this ends though. It won't help us because we're gonna hit day 106 or 104. We're gonna hit day 99 without it at the same pace, but might as well get it. All right, it's daytime and we're also gonna be on day 96, making this our very last day. Well, this ain't good. Wait, hold on, I lifted it for a second. It's stuck in the dumpster though. Let's see, can we get this out of here anyway? I could slide it back and forth, but it's, oh wait, coming out. It's coming out. Just wiggle it out like a baby tooth. Come on, you're not that stubborn. Why is it still stuck stuck. It's not even in there anymore. Hold on. What was I doing to get it out? Okay, that's not good. I have no idea how to get this out, so we're just gonna look for another one. There we go. Okay, we got one right here, and that'll be all we need. Wait, why do I have 14 wood? Did I spend something? I need 6 more wood. I don't have 6 more wood. We had about 70, and I bought the good bed, but then I bought the boost pad. Okay, that was where I went wrong. Or maybe I didn't go wrong. I think I actually did that on purpose, but not too bad. We're about at day 99 anyway. Just gotta take care of this raid and we're good. Raid is taken care of. Now we're just waiting on that cutscene. We're gonna eat all our carrots because we do not waste food around here. Actually, wait. I also don't want to be gluttonous. But there we go. 94 minutes. We got day 99 without using our sack and without using our axe after day 50. Pretty hard challenge. Pretty frustrating too, but we are finally done. But that's it from me. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click on this video right here.